So in that type of question, I have to remember how many number of A's are there in a W string. Then I have to tell and I have to see that if the number of B's are less than the number of A's, only then I can accept a particular string. For that function, I need a memory. So that is why I've said this question is not a regular language. But whenever there is a mod question, I always say that if anything is including with mod, that will always be a regular language. Now the question is again similar, only most of the things there here is said that number of A's in W mod 3 is less than equal to number of B's in W mod 3. So all the things are same, only one thing is missing, that there only the question here, it here becomes mod. So what I do, I just take this question and draw a finite automata of it, so that you understand it clearly that why it is a regular language. Okay, so I just take this question. Now this particular instance of a string is a regular language. If you remember how you can identify that a particular language is regular, first of all, if you are able to write a regular expression for a particular language, you can directly say that that part that is a regular language. Second, if you are able to draw finite automata for a particular language, you can also say that a particular language is regular. Okay, so based on the same premise, what I do, I just take this language and I try to draw a finite automata of it. Because if you remember, we have done the mod questions where the cross product was done. Okay, so what I do, I just take a simple because this is number of A mods, number of A is mod 3, number of B is mod 3. So what I do, first of all, I have to build a automata where number of A is W mod 3 is equal to 0, and then I have to build another automata. The number of B's W mod 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so these kind of a question you can directly build, because I know, because number of A's is mod, so you can directly build it. So again, you can take it in a horizontal side, and you can take this one as the vertical side. I just again, this can be directly built it, or you just draw this and try to draw this one individually, then draw this one individually, then do a cross product of both of them, and you can easily draw that one. But you can, because this is a mod question, I can easily draw. Just you have to choose what exactly, what part of the number of A's will be horizontal and what part of the number of A's will be a vertical. Okay. Okay. So now I'm taking this one. First of all, this, suppose I have taken this one, just wait for a minute. Okay, so now I am taking number of A's in horizontal way. So number of A's, I have to design a mod here. So number of A's 1 2, and then you go with 3. Okay, so that will be your number of A's. Now go with one number of B's. Number of B's will be 1 2 and 3. Okay, so that will be your number of B. Now go also complete the following state, because I know 3 state will I get from this and 3 state I will get from this, because this is a and I have to multiply it. So I have, again you will get 9 states. Okay, so just go with the same thing. In the horizontal part there is always a, so you can draw it like this. It is a, and then it goes back. Now this is also mod 3 in the same way. You go with this for B also. Now for horizontal part is A, so I'm taking A, and going back towards A. Okay, so now take the vertical part of also. So I think that little bit of congested here. So just see this one, B, and then you go back towards the state. Okay, that is also. Similarly for this one, again B, and you can go back towards this. Okay, so in this way any question can be drawn. Okay, so because I'm drawing this one, it can also be possible that we have done this question like number of A is mod 2 equal to 0 and the number of B mod 2 is equal to 0. So we have also done this. So you just have to consider which one should be the vertical one, one should be the horizontal one. So I take this one a horizontal. You can again draw this one, and this is a, or this is your A, and this is your B. Okay. In the same way, you have to draw A on the horizontal part, A, and the vertical part there will be a B, and there will be a, and there will be a B. And there will be a B. Okay. So now the problem here is to which particular state is a final state, because if you remember individually what we do, we draw the automata of this one, we draw the automata of this one, and write the states from here. Suppose this is a state, like states are given like this: Q naught, Q1, and Q1, Q naught from obtained from this, and Q2, Q3 are obtained from this. And when we multiply this, whatever be the final state, uh, just wait for a minute. I don't know why it's happening. So if you remember the step, so whatever is the final state in the individual automata, when I multiply it and combine it, like Q naught, whenever Q naught, Q2 comes together, I will say that this is your final state. But if I build the automata like this, how can I identify that a particular state is a final state? So just go with this, that I will start with this one. First of all, this is your, I will assume that because I have drawn this state as first, so I will assume that this is your initial state. You can assume any state as initial state, whether it can be initial state, it can also be initial state, it can also be initial state. Just select one initial state out of these four corners. Okay, it will always be the starting state from these four corners. Okay, now see, till here we have not seen zero number of A's I have seen and zero number of B's I have seen. So I'm just doing like this. I have seen zero number of A's and zero number of B's. I am writing like this. Now till here, so this part donates number of A's and this part donates number of B's. So till here I have seen zero number of A's and zero number of B's. Now after going forward with it, I have seen one number of A and zero number of B's. I have not seen any number of B's, so I'm just writing like this. I have seen one number of A and zero number of B's. In the similar way, I have seen two number of A's and zero number of B's. Okay, so now this one, again, you can reach it from anywhere. Suppose you are thinking that what if I go from there, whether it should be a zero number of A's or not. So suppose say 1A, 2A, and 3A's. So you are thinking that it should be three number of A's or zero number of B's like this. Okay. So if you are thinking that because this is a mod question, so again the three you obtained, like three number of B's, has to be a mod of 3. So 3 mod 3 is again 0. So that is the key concept here. Okay. So it cannot, the numbers cannot go beyond 3, because if you are doing a mod question, it will always be the value will always be 0, 1, and 2. If it going like, if you are finding value like 3 number of A's and 4 number of A's and 5 number of A's, what you do, you take that number and you take a modulus with 3. Whatever you get will be the same thing you are getting from this number. Okay. So now you will be thinking that from this one, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 number of A's here. Okay. So just take the 4 number and take a modulus here. 4 modulus 3 is again 1. So you are getting a 1 number of A's. So again, the counting will not be beyond 2. Keep that thing in mind. Okay. So now this one is completed. Now see here, a zero number of A's and one number of B's. I can write it like this, and zero number of A's and two number of B's. So that is also completed. Now reach this one, 1A to 1B. Okay, so you can write it like 1A, 1B. So you can take any path. You will again get one number of A and one number of B. Just take this path, 1B and 1A. So by seeing a 1B and 1A, you again reaching that. By seeing a 1A from 1B, again you are reaching that. So that is why I'm writing one number of A is accepted in this and one number of A is accepted in this. Okay. Now see this one, 2 A's and 1 B. So you can write it 2 A's and 1 B. So you can follow any path. So 1 B from here, 2 A's from here. So again, that same thing is followed here. You can follow any path. The result will be same. You can also follow this path, 1A, 1B, 2A, 1B. So 2A, 1B. So again, it is the same path. Okay. So now write this one, one number of A, one number of B, two number of B's. So one number of A, two number of B's. In the similar way, follow this path. Two A's and two B's. Two A's and two B's. Okay. So that is how your states are now labeled here. Now, because I know that if you remember, I have told you that if the question is individually given like that, mod number of A mod 3 is equal to 0. I know that the zeroth state is the final state. Okay. Now here there is and given, so I know that. Yeah, yeah.
So in this, like if we go from 0 0 to 1 0.
0 0 to 1 0, yeah.
Yes, sir. And then to 1 1.
Then to 1 1, yeah.
Then to 1 2.
Then to 1 2, yeah.
And then to 2 2.
Then to 2 2, yeah.
And then to 0 2.
Then to 0 2. Where is
Yes,
0 2?
sir.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sir, in this we have two A's. No, okay. So it has three. I thought it has two A's, so there will be two. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Don't worry about it. Okay. So you can again see it yourself. Okay. So that is how I built it this state. I am just telling everyone that every state that here zero number of A's are accepted, zero number of B's are accepted. In this state, one number of A's accepted, zero number of. Okay. So and so on and so on and so forth. Okay. So in a similar way, because this is a and here, if you remember individually, I have told you that if the number of A is mod 3 equal to 0, so the number of states are given like this, and the final state is the number of this. Okay. So if I derive an individual automata, if you remember this one, like A and this one, and zeroth state is the final state. So this is the zero state, first state, and second state. Okay. Zero number of A's are accepted here, one number of A's accepted here, two number of A's accepted here. So that is why this 0 is your final state. In the same way, because there are two number of A's and two number of there are number of A's and number of B's, and this is a multiplication. So I can say that 0 0 is my final state. Okay, so 0 0, take 0 from here, 0 0, and you can take this one and make it a final state. Okay, so now you will see your automata is fully complete. Okay, in the same way, take this one from this one, zero number of A's and zero number of B's from here, and one number of A and zero number of B's from here. I think this is B, 1B, 0A, 1B, and here 1A, 2, 1A, 1B. Okay, so 1A, 1B. So here also the final state will be 0 0. So here the final state will be this one. Okay, so that is how you draw. Directly you can draw it by this without using any cross multiplication. I do not want to tell you the shortcut when I'm teaching this part. I am sure that I will reach at that question, then I will tell you, so that you do not forget about this part. Okay, this is a tricky one. Okay, so now again the question was that number of A's mod 3 should be, suppose I take anything, that number of A mod 3 should be greater than number of B mod 3. Suppose this is the question. So I just reverse the question. The question, I think that was this, but I reverse it. So again, I will tell you different variations. So for this one, how to make that this question is where the number of A's, now just see, you have all the states like 0 0, 1 0, 2 0, wherever the number of A's is greater than number of B's, you make that states as final. Okay, so 1 0 is your final state, it will be your final state, 2 0 will be your final state, and 2 1 will be your final state. If you make these as a final state, your number of A's will always be greater than number of B's. Okay, so if I just show you how, I just delete, because this 0 0 will not be a final state now. So which will be the final state? Your number of A's should be greater than number of B's. So 1 0, 2 0, and 2 1. I don't think anyone yeah, because I want a greater. Okay, so number of A's, this number of A is greater than number of B's, greater number of A greater than number of B, greater than this number of A, number of B greater than. Okay, so now if you see, just I make this a final state, this 1 0 as a final state. In the same way, 2 0 as a final state. In the same way, 2 1 as a final state. If you are completely seeing now what is happening here, if you accept 1A, 1A can be accepted. So in this one, number of A's are greater than number of B's, that is correct. Another thing that can be accepted, A can also be accepted. In this also, number of A's are greater than number of B's. Now this one has final state A, B. So A, B. In this one, number of A is also greater than number of B's. You take any path. Okay, so I take B B A A B B A A, and I go with this B, and then I will go towards this A. Uh, what exactly is this? Sorry for that. B B A A and B. So I will go towards this 20. Now if you are seeing that number of A's in this one is not greater than, just let me see what has happened here. Uh, a number of A's. Okay. Okay. Oh, sorry for that. Because of this is a mod question. Okay, so this is a mod question. So again, uh, if you're seeing B B A, so I have to do a number of A's mod 3, and I have to do a number of B's mod 3. Okay, so number of A's mod 3 here, number of A is 2. So 2 mod 3 is again 2, and number of B's are 3. So 3 mod 3 is again 0. Okay, so again 2 is greater than 0, so that is going to this final state, so it is also acceptable string. In the same way, you take any path. Okay, so B B, I will take a longer path. B B A B B B B, and then again I take another path A, and then A. Okay, A. Okay, so now what you do, number of A's, count what are the number of A's, and then count what are the number of B's. 1 2 3 4 5, number of A's are 5. 1 2 3 4. Okay, so the number of B's are 4. So take a modulus of both of these with 3. Okay, so this will be your 2, and this will be your 1. Okay, so the number of A's mod 3 is greater than number of B's mod 1. Okay, so why exactly the finite automata is possible? Because of the mod. Okay, so only because of the mod. But why, what is happening with the mod, that the values cannot go beyond 0 1 and 2. Only these three values are possible. So in a way, by applying a mod here, your automata becomes a finite thing. Okay, so your values cannot go beyond 0 1 and 2. So that is why it is again stuck there. So for only these three values, I can make that number of A's should be greater than or equal to, or equal to or equal to, I can make any kind of a thing. Okay, so if you're seeing number of A's equal to number of B's, that is a tough one, because I have to check for every number that I have to remember. I have seen number of A's that is 0 0, like any number of it can be 100 zeros. I have to remember. I have seen 100 A's, and I have to again see 100 B's, only then I am able to accept this thing. But if you are seeing in case of a mod question, if I am applying a mod 4, so what happens in that mod 4, only 1 2 3 values are possible. So you're in a way, it becomes a finite. So maximum 1A can come, maximum 2A can come, maximum 3A can come, maximum to maximum 3A's can come. So it becomes a finite pattern because of the mod 1. Okay, so again, you can solve this question for anything. Like if I say number of A's mod 3 is less than number of B mod 3. So in this particular question, what you do, you just draw the final state as, what will be the final states here? I think you are getting it. So number of A's should be less than, so 0 1 will be a final state, another one will be what can be 1 2 will also be a final state, and another one can be 0 2. Okay, so number of A's are less than number of B's. All you know, all of this number of. Okay, so just make these all final state. If you want number of A's mod 3 equal to number of A's, number of B's mod 3, what you do? Okay, so if you want this one, so wherever the number of zeros and ones are equal, you make that as final state. Okay, so if you make this one as final state and make this one final state, all those things that are number of A mod 3 and number of B equal to, you will get all the answer. Okay, so that is how you make a automata for this one. So you don't get confused in that question. If this is different from number of A's equal to number of E's. If I say that number of A's in W is equal to number of B's in W, So what will happen? You cannot draw a particular automata for this one, because you have to remember that I have seen number of like 3 A's, I have to see 3 B's. But what happens with the mod? With the mod, you know that you cannot go to a particular, you cannot go beyond a particular value. Okay, so it can be, it becomes a finite set. It becomes a finite set. So that is why a finite automata is always possible for a finite set. Now, the next question I'm going to tell you is one of the most confusing questions in TOC. Okay, so the type of that question, that whether a particular language is regular or not, is one of the most confusing ones. So that question where I say this WWWR. So just hold this for a minute. I will tell you about many like there are a variety of these questions. I will tell you about all of these questions. So least there are 10 questions. So you whatever I am will be telling you about these 10 questions. You have to just keep in mind that what I am telling you. So again, every proof is available for this 10 question. You can apply a pumping lemma also that can also prove the same thing, but I will prove the same thing by a different way. Okay. So again, that question, if I just want to tell you some type of the question. Now the sigma here in this question that I am going to tell you about will be 0, 1, uh, raised to power plus. Okay, so I am telling you that at least one will be possible. So this is not a star. I'm saying that I am specifically writing a plus here, because if I just write 0 sigma equal to 0 plus 1, 0 comma 1, so it already means that it is raised to power star. I do not have to specifically define it. But if I just want that every value in the expression should has a length of 1, at least 1, so that I have to denote it that by this, that by plus. Okay, so if you remember, plus denotes a plus clean closure. Keep that in mind. Okay, so now the language here is a bit of a confusing one. So now this one W X WX होगा यहाँ पे, या WX or W, many question also use WC. Okay, so don't, many books also use W, many books use WX, many books use WC. So it is one and the same thing. This is just a variable, so don't get confused here. So I just said that C belongs to 0 plus 1 plus. Okay, so I'm just saying the the length of the string is at least 1 here. Okay, so for that one, it means that if you remember that part WWR, we have done this question and we have tell you that it is belongs to 0 plus 1, I think sub star. So I have told you that with W, if you are writing something like 0 1, I have to remember that that this one, this have to reverse, to take the reverse of this string, it will become 1 0. So again, I have to remember this part. I have seen the reversal. I have to again see the same string in the opposite way. Okay. So again, you can go with any string that W is this one, and this W is 100. That WR becomes 100. Okay. So now this string was not regular, because I told you that in that particular kind of a thing, I have to remember this one. Again, if you apply a pumping lemma of this, suppose take any string like this one. So you have to take this X as this and Y as this, and again, if you pump this one 0 0 1 and 0 0 0 0 0 1, pump it like this, so it will not belong to the language. So again, you by pumping lemma, you can also say that it is all not a regular language. But I think you remember I said that wherever memory is used, you can directly say that it is not a regular language. Now in this particular case, this is, I just for tell you the answer here, this is the regular language. Now see what exactly is the proof of that regular language. I will say that suppose something like this W, suppose this is based on the same premise. If you remember, in a tutorial I have done a question called 0 plus 1 star. You have to design an automata for this particular thing, that 0 plus 1 and 0 plus 1 star. Okay, so I have told you that if you remember that part, I have told you that whatever the strings are generated, it is equivalent to 0 plus 1 followed by a 0 plus 1 star. Okay, so it is one and the same thing, both of them, because all of the string that will be generated from this one, will be accommodated by the final 0 plus 1 star. Okay, so if I just generate this string from this expression, now if I write the same thing 0 0 0 1 1 0 0 1. So this is one and the same string. So 0 can be taken from here, but the remaining thing can come under 0 plus 1 start. Okay, so that is the point here. So exactly because I am deriving a string from a regular expression, you will get only this string. Okay, so you cannot say that if a particular language is given in that, you cannot directly say very cert with 100% certainty that this thing, that whether uh, some part of it, like this part of it comes from this 0 plus 1 star, uh, or the everything, this part of it comes from this 0 plus 1 star. So you are not certain about it. You will not be given 100% certainty. If I give you any language, you are not certain about it, that what part of that particular language belong to what particular regular expression in that one. Okay, so that is the deal here. So that is the underlying concept, that what I am going to tell you. You cannot even know that if you are given a particular language, you will not able to find out that what particular string is generated from which part of the regular expression. So that is the underlying concept here. Using that concept, what I'll do, suppose I just give a string like 101, and your C string is 100, and your reversal string, it is again a reverse of this. The reverse of 101 is again 101. Okay, so now what you see, if I just write it like this, 101 something like 100, and it will be 101. Okay, so now you know that this is a W, and this is your X, and this is your WR. Okay, so if you are clearly seeing this string, this is your X. Now the value of X is just here, it is said that 0 plus 1 raised to power plus. Now, if you are given a string like in a continuous manner 101, 100, and 101, and the language here given you is W, C, and WR, you cannot able to. How can you tell that which part of this string? Now, just forget about this thing. Forget about this thing. Now you cannot tell that which part of this string is belongs to W, and which a part of this string belongs to C. Okay, so main part is the identification of W. So because I have derived this thing, you will be thinking that W is this, and C is this, and W is this. But if you clearly think, I can also divide this language as if I just say that WR should be this. Okay, so if I just say 10, and the reversal will be 0 1. Okay, so I can also say that 1 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 1. I can also say that W is this and WR is this. I can also say it, and the C is this, because C can be anything. In the similar way, I can also say from this string that W is this, WR is this, and 0 1 1 0 0 1 0 is a C. So the W is 1, and the reversal of this language is again W, that is 1. The reversal of 1 is 1. The reversal of 1 0 is 0 1. Okay, so if you are seeing clearly the possibilities here, so this is also correct, this is also correct, this is also correct. So there are three possibilities. So if you think, what will you consider? Okay, so if you consider this possibility, always consider this possibility, it will be feasible also. Okay, so if I just give you any string like 1 0 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1 1. Okay, so if I say that this belongs to a W part, and this belongs to a WR part, so this belongs to a C part, so that is also the same string that is belonging to. So main part is here, you are not able to identify that which particular string belongs to W. So you will go with the intuition, but if you go with that one, that W is the starting string and the ending string is WR, because the starting string will everything that is in the starting, only one string, the reversal of this will be also the same thing. If you remember that everything, if I'm talking about only for one string, for one length string. Okay, so for one length string, if for one length string, the W and W of reversal will always be equal, because one length string like 0, the reversal of 1 is 1, the reversal of 0 is 0. Okay, so you can again go with that scenario. So this scenario is also feasible. In all the cases, if you think that this scenario will be the most feasible one. Okay, so if you think that apply again. This, if I am seeing this, this is your case 1, I have divided this, this is your case 2. Now if you're seeing this, if I just extend this w, that this is w, now the wr I cannot find it. Okay, so I cannot find this wr, so I can also say that this language does not belong to this one, but exactly this language is belonging to this one. This language is belonging to wxwr, because if you see that if I consider this one as a w string, and consider this as a reversal string, and all in between, because I have not given you the strength of C, given you the length of C. So length can be anything of C, that length can be anything. So if you clearly see, you can represent this expression as starting and ending with same symbol. Okay, so if I say same symbol, if I say that it is again the language can be given like this, WCWR, and this W can be anything that is starting from 0. If I take 0 1 1, and WR can be anything that is starting from 1 1 0, something like this. So the WR will become this, and you see something, anything 1 0 0 1 0. Okay, so if you just write it for this one, W becomes 0 1 1, C becomes 1 0 1 0 1 0, and WR becomes 1 1 0. Okay, so that part will be your W, and that part will be your WR, and that part will be your C. Again, if you cannot, if I just directly give you the string, this string 1 0 1 0 1 0 and 1 1 0, again you will not able to identify that which particular this is your W, if this is W, and this is 0 1, the reversal of this is again available here. So you can again say that this particular thing is belonging to C. Again for that another part, that this is your W and this is again a WR. Again you can say all the strings in between are belonging to C. Okay, so that this if you consider the first one as a W and the last one is a WR, it will always be feasible in all the scenarios. It will be always be feasible. Okay, because when you are taking a reversal of the only one length string, the reversal of that will be the same. So that is why I am taking about this. Okay, but if you think that string something like this string, that one, okay, so that now you are not able to find W, now you are not able to find a reversal of this. Okay, you're not able to find a reversal of it, it means that this particular string does not belong to the language which is WCW. Okay, so now if I just take this language again, I can say that this language can start and end with 0, this language will start and end with 1. So it can be represented by the regular expression starting and ending with 0. So it can be written like 0 1 0 plus 1 star 1, or 0 0 plus 1 star 0. Okay, so that I think if you find this explanation, my explanation easy, so that is why I am able to write the regular expression of this particular language. So that is why I have considered this language a regular language. Okay, I think if you understand it, just if you have any doubt, you can ask me. Okay, so most of you will also be thinking that if I just go with in a reverse way like 0 1 0, most of you will be thinking like this. Okay, so now if you will be saying that this thing this thing, if I just take this one as W and this one as WR, no, if I just go in a different way, I can go in a different way like okay, so if I say that this is your W, this is your W, and you are not able to find a WR, so clearly you will be saying that this language is not belonging to WCWR. Okay, so you will be always saying, because you are not able to find the W. But where is that thing given that your W should be of 3 length? The compulsion of W is not given in anywhere. The compulsion of X or C is also not given that it should be of that length. So how can you be sure that this one, if I just tell you that the length of the W is 2, then you can easily say that this thing, that 0 1 is not this one, then it is not identified. That if I just fix the length, that will become a whole lot of different thing. Okay, so if I just say now I just change this question a little bit, I just say that where second question, where WCWR, where W it belongs to 0 and 1. Now what I do, I do fix the length of C here. So the length of C here is now 5. Now can you say this is a regular language or not? You cannot. You now this thing becomes your not regular. Now what is happening here? Now why it is not regular? Because if you are clearly seeing, we are fixing the length of C. Now what is happening before that? You are seeing that C, if you are taking any string, so any string like 10101, it is ending with 0. Okay, so now I have not defined the length of C. So the C start from this one, and it can go except taking over the last string and except taking over the first string. So C can expand in that case, because I have not given you the length of C. But if I gave you the length of C, now it will become a whole lot of different scenario. Now why it is becoming a different scenario? So suppose a string like this 1010101 11. Okay, so now again, if I just say 0 1 1, now 1 1 0, so 1 0 1 1 0. Okay, so now I say the length of your C is 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Now this length cannot go beyond that. It cannot go beyond that. So it means that you have to remember this W, and you have seen this W. You have to remember that I have to see a reversal of this W. So if I see 0 1 1, I have to again see 1 1 0, only then I can go to the final state. So that is why in this particular case, because your length of C is fixed here, so I cannot extend it to the end. That is why this is not a regular language in this particular case. Okay, if I fix the length of this C, so again the key component in this one is the length of C. Okay, so if the length of C is extending, if the length of C is extending, only then I can take this scenario, that I can take the first one as the starting string and the last one as the ending, this reversal of this. That is the case. Okay. So if you have any doubt, I suppose that you will be having some doubt regarding it, because it is a little bit of a different explanation also. If you have any doubt, you can ask me.
So if we just remove that C part, then it will be a regular expression.
If I fix the C part, yeah. If I fix the C
If we
part, then
remove that C part, just
yeah.
WWR.
If I just yeah, that is not regular. So that is become a plain thing that you have to remember. You have seen W, now you have to reverse whatever is in W. So you have to remember the W part, only then you can reverse it. So that will not be your regular language. That is absolutely correct.
So if we put in the middle of the WWR anything, that will be not a regular expression.
Yeah, you can put anything, any like this SWR. So just if you do not define the length of this variable, then you can put anything that will be going to be a regular language. Okay.
So if we fix the length of W, will it be regular?
If you fix the length of W, okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
that
In
is also
WCW.
that is also a very good question. If I fix the length of W like this, again this becomes another variant, that where the 0 1 plus. So I am only talking about plus. Do not think about talking about star. So star is a different case. I will again repeat all the thing with for star. Okay, so I'm only taking plus here. So now if you fix the length of W, that is a very beautiful thing. Now if you fix the length of W, now again I just see it yourself. Now you can be able to identify that which particular thing has come from W and which particular thing had come from WR. So if you fix the length of W, I say that the length of W should always be 2. Now I can easily identify that this part belongs to W and this part belongs to WR. Okay, so again, if that the length is fixed, I again have to remember it. I have to remember that I have seen two strings, and I have to see the reversal of it. So in that case, that is again a not regular language. Okay, so again everything that is if you'll fix the length of anything like W, if you fix the length of W as well, if you fix the length of C, uh, if you fix the length of W and C, now what that is also a fair question. If I just fix that W is equal to 2 and C, again that is a brilliant question. If I just say that W C W R, now I think I have given you more than enough question for this only single question. So the length of W should be 2 and the length of C should be 3. Is this a regular language or not? So just tell me anything about this one. Just let me see. I think there are other questions also. Just let me see the chat box here if there are any other questions. Okay, Vineet. So WWR is that is also a great question. I will get back to it, but tell me this one again, because we are fixing the length of W and we are as well as fixing the length of 3. Okay, so now it is becoming a finite language. Okay, so now this is again a regular part. So again, always look for a finite thing. If the length of C is 3, it means it cannot go beyond 3. If the length of W is if the length of W is 2, it means that only a particular kind of string. So your language will be a finite set. It will not be infinite language. It will be a finite language because only a particular kind of a combination will be possible for this kind of a thing. For a finite set, you can always make a regular language. So that is why this is particular question is a regular language. But if you fix anything now, this C, because this C belongs to 0 plus 1, 0 comma 1 plus, so it can be anything. Okay. So I think I have taken your enough time. So Vineet, I will talk about this WWR in the next lecture. So there are variant of question in this, like 10, like I will tell you about 10 or 20, 10 questions. There are 5 variations, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your first variation I have done. I will tell you about this remaining 4 variation in the next lecture, as well as I have told you about on 0 plus 1 plus. I will also tell you about all of this variation on 0 plus 1 star. Okay, so these kind of a question I'm talking about, these are the most widely asked question. If you take any competitive exam, you will find the variation of this question. Always find, I will guarantee you will find the variation of this question. So that is why I have devoted a lecture to these questions. Okay, so I will, again, don't worry about it, in the next lecture I will complete it. So before going on, I will just want to tell you that please invite your friends also, so that they can attempt the quiz. Okay, so again I have made